What's up guys and welcome back. So our last episode we covered counting calories. If you still need to check that out, head over, bring yourself up to speed. Today we've got a contentious subject, JC.
Today we are talking about protein and are we obsessed with it? Ever since it became common knowledge that protein was involved with repairing tissues of the body, namely muscles, companies have been like, here we go, we can make some dollar here. So the majority of supplements that aren't based around caffeine are based around protein, and there's lightning bolts on the front showing you how to look like this next guy or girl who's clearly not just taking protein for the most part, if you know what I mean. And we've even got to the point now where sweet manufacturers are sticking extra protein in their chocolate bars.
Yeah, so as coaches, we do see a couple of trends. People who don't train do tend to undereat on protein. That is a general trend that we see. And then on the other side of the fence, which is pretty easy to see how when you're talking about supplement companies throwing it down your neck left, right and center, people who tend to train a lot do focus way too much on protein.
The more the better.
Get more in, give me more protein. It's my golden ticket to aesthetic god or goddess. And I think we have got a little bit too crazy when it comes to protein.
So we all know that guy or girl in the gym that's just kind of hamming down protein shakes left, right and center. And
protein farts left, right and center.
And it becomes a point where how much protein is too much. And although we haven't seen any research to suggest that eating higher amounts of protein is negative to health, providing you haven't got any previous kidney issues, there is a point where you have to ask yourself is, what about your fiber? What about your carbs? What about your fat? Are you taking care of these things as well? Or are you just putting all your eggs in one basket and going, protein helps me get jacked, let's do that?
Exactly that. So we all know on this channel now that if your goal is fat loss or if your goal is to build muscle, one thing is the first and foremost thing we should be focusing on, which is, yeah, I hear you screaming it, calories in versus calories out. If you want to build muscle, we know that the first thing you should be thinking is a slight caloric surplus. Don't think of it as how much protein do I need, then I'll work the rest of my calories around it. It shouldn't be that way around. Do not focus all of your efforts on protein.
Yeah, and if you want to know what the protein guidelines are, what you feel you should be hitting, in this playlist there's about 2 previous videos that we've been through that, so you can find it there. We can't really talk about protein without talking about the China study as well.
There will be comments.
There will be comments. So China study is what, and basically what I want you to do is go away and have a read for yourself, because opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one, and I want you to make your own, to be honest. The China study is probably the biggest study ever done, and its kind of primary thesis was to find out, you like that thesis?
Thesis.
That's good, wasn't it? It's a nice one to say, it kind of rolls off the tongue.
I couldn't say that, I sound like Jonathan Watt.
You'll probably come out with fetus. Basically, its primary kind of thesis was to find out if eating animal products is good for you and its correlation to cancer. So check that out, have a read of it, and then what I want you to do is read a counter-argument done by another scientist so you can make an informed opinion for
Denise
yourself.
Minger.
Thank you, because I keep saying it wrong, but I'll put a link in the description box below so you guys can check that out. And again, you can make your own opinion. We're not here to tell you how to think or tell you what you need to do. Well, we are here to tell you what you need to do, but we are here to give you guidelines and push you in the right direction. How you choose to live your life and the rules you choose to live by are yours and yours alone.
Yeah, and especially one of the things which is really good that JC was just saying as well, when it comes to data and research and studies, always look at a counter argument regardless of what the actual, whatever your goal is going to be or whatever you want to believe, you will believe from study. So make sure that you're always looking at both sides. Someone who's got a complete counter argument for something, have a full rounded opinion before you make your mind up on something. So the facts are as follows. Number 1, protein. Yes, it's the most satiating macronutrient, which means it keeps us fuller for longer. So if the goal is fat loss, it's always a good winner.
Oh, I was trying so hard to hold it. I've got an itchy nose. So I'm just going to rub this and I'm going to go straight over it like it never even happened. Protein also has the highest TEF, thermic effect of food, which means up to maybe 20% of the calories that you get from protein, you actually lose in the process of digesting it, breaking it down, loss of heat to basically change it into energy.
But it's not the most important thing. JC, you're going to tell us what the most important thing is when it comes to...
Same thing it always is, consistency.
Yes, it is that. And also, it's calories. Protein is important, carbohydrates are important, fat is important, which we are going to cover next week. We're going to go into it with fat, aren't we?
Okay,
yes.
Good to know.
Next week, we are talking about fat. We are going in on fat next week.
I'm excited. I don't even know what we're doing.
So we hope that helped, guys. Make sure that you check out the links to the studies and both sides of the argument in the description box below. If you're loving these episodes at the moment, give it a massive thumbs up. Anything else I forgot?
Bye, guys.
See you later.